imagine being 10 years old on Long Island, and this is what's rocking everywhere in the neighborhood, and it's something that is so crazy that you don't even know what to do with it. When Check Out My Melody used to come on. And what's that? What did she say? Allow me to something. The chick is talking.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Please allow us to something to interrupt your something. Listen, imagine that. Like, you didn't know what that was, but all you knew was you was 10 and this was rocking, and you were gonna rock out to this in the neighborhood.
That's what was happening way the hell upstage. Come on.
Listen. Turn up the bass, got my melody, and out a cigar.
That's your rocking voice?
Yeah. Oh, no. Because he's way deeper. He's way deeper.
Pause.
But my favorite MC, probably because I was 10 years old and at an impressionable age, I didn't know no better. Even though LL was around that time. Long Island was rocking. Cool James. Long Island was rocking in 1986.
Yeah.
Okay? It was rocking.
That's a home team.
Public Enemy. You had LL. You had Eric B. and Rakim. When Eric B. for president came out, what?
Forget about it, yo.
Forget it.
I got that record.
Oh my gosh! I wish I still had it. Somebody threw it away in the family.
I got you covered.
My case of records.
I got you covered.
Because you know what else I had in there? New shoes. I can't wait. Damn,
do I have that? Oh, I can't wait. Right?
Cause I can't wait.
Yeah.
Baby, I can't wait. Yeah, I had that. Yeah, somebody threw all my stuff away. That was and I had the extended version on the other side.
I think I might have that.
The extended. Get there. Get there.
Yeah, I'm trying to get rid of this table here and get a little record set up.
Ladies and gentlemen, when did we decide that we were getting turntables?
When you decided you don't need this wall for your own show?
Well,
this wall's open.
I didn't decide
yes,
that.
You did. You said that.
No, because you told me you were
don't
using
need that
wall for your sneakers.
Yeah, but that was just an idea. But that don't have anything to do with you saying you did not want to use this wall.
I could still use the wall.
Oh, don't try to do that just because I want to listen.
No,
you want to dance? You want to dance to sing?
You want to dance to sing?
You know I'm a natural on turntables.
Listen, hey, do it.
You know what I'm saying?
I can record right there.
You can record. You're gonna be baby. You're not gonna be recording out here in here.
Why not?
You're gonna be recording out there.
Why?
That's because it looks way better.
Okay.
You know that. Okay. You got the windows. You got.
Yeah.
You know. You're gonna be recording out there.
You know, I need them to clean the windows.
We just did that. That doesn't matter.
Okay.
That content we just did this weekend.
Yeah.
That last weekend. Yeah. With the hall.
Yeah.
Come
now
on.
We have,
look
and now
great.
we have a dining table, so it's.
Now we have a table. You're not gonna be shooting in here, man.
Okay.
Come on.
Fine.
Stop it.
Go ahead. Put your turntables up, Mr. DJ.
This is natural for you to
hey, Mr. DJ, you can get this started.
Don't be trying to come over here. Play such and such.
I'll be like, hey, can you play this? And you be like, chill. Don't bump the
Back
table.
up from the tables. Back up from the turntables. Back up from the turntables, yo.
Yeah.
Here's a test. We plan on. This is our plan. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna tell people our plan. Let's see who listens to this and who watches. Next Wednesday, we're gonna see Miss Her.
Hey,
Never Looked Better in DC. My favorite DJ.
All right.
DJ. Miss Her.
Hey, Miss Her.
My girl Ebony.
Yes.
She's done so many parties for me.
Yes.
So
birthday last year.
It's hard, we don't get out at night.
We don't go out at night because we be in the bed.
You know what I'm saying?
And we are very happy there.
Yes, very, very, very happy.
Very happy.
And we're going to do a late dinner, and we're gonna go see Miss Her over in Blackton Alley.
I might have to call out next Thursday.
Me too.
Woo. I be later like,
I might have to.
I can't do it.
Trina, I might have to take melatonin before we go out.
Oh my God. Stop it.
I want to be asleep in the lift.
You know that's not a problem for me.
Yo,
I will be sleeping.
That brunch crew looked pretty good on you though. Look at that t-shirt. I knew that run. I knew that hot shot to run DMC.
He knows how to place any kind of signage directly over my boobs.
Yes, that looks really good on you. It looks way better than my little boobs.
I like yours,
Thank you.
Yours
Thank you.
looks good too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Brunch
crew
crew
t-shirts.
T-shirts. Is this the introduction to the future of merch for the brunch crew?
Maybe merch is a
Tricky.
a thankless game. It's just a messy game. So I don't know. Maybe on a
if
small
we have
level.
a get together, if we do a brunch,
Maybe.
a brunch event, and then we can have the merch on sale at the brunch event.
I'm gonna call you out though. You owe about 4 or 5 people some t-shirts.
I'm gonna need you not to say that right now.
I don't like owing people, and you know what I'm saying.
Well,
your debt is my debt.
Well, since you did this design, so can I get them 4 t-shirts?
I'm glad you corrected that we to I, because I ain't promised them Negroes nothing.
Well, shout out to the original followers of our show of Sensory Sunday who hopped over and joined us here at Where's the Brunch?
Kinda.
Podcast.
I don't know. Some of y'all I ain't
Paulette
seen.
is here.
Paulette be around, yo.
Paulette is here. We owe her a t-shirt.
Donnie's here.
Donnie's here. We owe Donnie a t-shirt. There was somebody else.
Exactly. I don't remember who it was. You get a t-shirt. You get a t-shirt. You get a t-shirt. I was like, oh, what?
So now we got t-shirts, y'all, called Brunch Crew.
We don't.
Okay,
Trina and I have t-shirts.
We got t-shirts. But maybe you could comment and give us a little feedback.
Maybe we'll do a giveaway.
Maybe we'll do a giveaway because y'all will say that y'all want the t-shirts and you want to buy one, and then y'all asses don't buy.
You don't buy them.
They sit in there like, I thought such she got. And trust me, I worked in sales before, y'all.
Yeah.
So I will hound you, and I know it takes sometimes 8 times to remind a single person to make a purchase. 8 times. I will be in your DMs like, didn't you say you was going to get this t-shirt? You said you was going to get this t-shirt.
She really will, yo.
Your t-shirt is for sale. Are you ready to get your t-shirt? What size is your t-shirt? What you want me to put this in your cart for you? You use the PayPal or Cash App. Let me know. So, yeah, we're not going to. But if we do the brunch meetup, I think we should have some.
Yeah, we have ideas. We have ideas. And,
yes, because people have been asking, they want to do brunch with us.
Yeah, we want to do that. We're going to do that, though.
Yes.
We want to start having brunch with some of our friends, some of our followers, some of our supporters. But we'll get to that.
But the brunch podcast is in the works. So we do a brunch podcast event.
That would be dope. That would be really dope. Yeah. Because I love chaos in the background. Yo,
hello.
Welcome to episode 22 of the Where's Brunch podcast.
Hey, good looking. What you got cooking?
I made a couple of sidecars. Now, I did not double strain this, so you might get a little bit of lemon, pulp, a little bit of ice, maybe. I'm a little rusty on my cocktail crafting techniques.
But you made an excellent dinner tonight, so it's all right. Oh, that's good.
It's good,
nice. Right? I like it.
Yeah, it's better.
I should be coherent.
We were supposed to do whiskey today. We were supposed to do whiskey last week.
Oh.
And then we forgot.
Oh, I totally forgot.
And then we were supposed to do whiskey. We said we'll do it next week. And this cocktail just so happens to not include whiskey, but I had all the ingredients and I wanted to make it.
Was that the Remy I saw?
Yeah, so it's Remy.
Oh, wow.
It's orange liqueur and it's lemon juice, fresh lemon juice.
VSOP?
Yeah, that's a Remy VSOP.
Oh, child.
So sidecars is what we're doing. How are you?
I'm full. I'm tired. And I'm good.
Yeah, we walked together today. We
did.
It's for those out there who don't know, walking is my form of exercise, my main form of exercise.
Yes.
And Trina accompanied me today.
Yes, because I believe that it is very important to exercise with your mate.
Yes, together.
We do it together. And when I catch a cramp or my hip starts hurting, then we stop or we slow down. And we do take water breaks. Mm-hmm. But it was really nice to walk to the water. I mean, it's freaking 81 degrees
Yeah, it was crazy out
here
today.
in the DMV. The world is coming to an end, but that's a whole nother discussion. And so we got out there, we got to experience the weather together and get some exercise. How many miles was that? 4?
It was 4 point something.
4 point something miles, y'all.
A little under
Your
5.
girl is tired.
Yeah, it was a good rigorous walk today. I felt it in my
was.
body when we got
There
back.
were hills.
And while we were out walking, I had some turkey wings slow cooking in the oven at 275 degrees.
Ow.
Holla at me.
Holla.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And those came out pretty well. The
They're
asparagus.
delicious. The asparagus was so good. It like so didn't taste like asparagus.
That's
You know how
true,
sometimes
right?
you get asparagus and you be like, oh,
It's too asparagus-y.
wow. You chewing on it. You chewing on it like it's some hay or
Oh,
something.
I hate that, yo.
Yeah.
But this, shout out to Wegmans.
Yes.
This pack of asparagus was already snapped.
Hey.
So I ain't have to snap them. It was
Fantastic.
perfect. And you can just chomp and go crazy
It
with
was
it.
really good.
It was all right. It turned
Well
out
done,
pretty well.
baby. Well done.
Yeah, we just trying to do some things right. We're having a good week so far.
We're having a
few
great
days in or
meal
so.
week. We did
Yeah.
really good this week.
Yeah, Monday was a holiday, so we indulged on Monday.
Yeah.
And we had Andy's Pizza for the first time on Monday.
Wow.
And
That
as a
crust.
result of that, I was like, I'm done.
It hit him like,
I can't do this
I
anymore.
can't do
yo.
this no more.
I'm done with this fat boy shit, yo.
Yeah.
We gotta get it back. And
Yeah.
the rest of the week has been pretty healthy.
And it's been pretty much gluten free for me this week, and I'm very happy with that. My stomach is probably really happy with that.
I made you breakfast today too. And
Yes.
I made the breakfast. You was like, I'm gonna need something else.
Listen, I know we're doing this whole reduction of food portions and stuff, but damn, can I get some more? Can I get another cauliflower hash brown? Like, I usually make myself 2 cauliflower hash browns.
I do too.
And he said, well, you getting 1 today.
Cause I was
damn.
already cooking them.
You could have just threw 1 more in the pan.
The breakfast was about to be done. I think I was cooking the eggs at that point. He was like,
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna get another one. I'm like, you
why
can get
did
another
you
one.
think I only need 1?
It's not a matter of you wanted to. You didn't
Well,
need to.
here's the thing. I wanted to because I'm trying to not be sick when I take all these pills I gotta take.
Yeah, I hear you.
That's the only reason.
I hear you. But I was already well into cooking.
Listen, y'all.
So then you throwing me off.
He be reducing my portions drastically, okay? He be counting how many sausage links I'm having. He be making sure I'm not eating too much bacon. But I know it's all in love because we are trying to make changes.
Hey man, you set goals, you gotta achieve them shit.
Yeah, you set goals and you have to achieve them. And he's gonna lose all of his weight in 4 weeks, and I'm gonna still be working on it.
I should be sitting pretty well in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But let's see how it goes though.
I stand corrected. 2 weeks.
If I stay disciplined, I should be doing pretty well in 2 weeks. But between 2 and 4, I should be.
Yes.
I should be where I want to be if I stick to it.
ought to be a man.
Hey man,
Ought to be a man. Yeah.
So what's good? What's going on in the world, man?
In the world?
Yeah. I don't know. Well, we don't really care what's going on in the world. We do, but not in that sense. I mean, in your world.
I don't know. In my world, oh geez, it's been quite a whirlwind the last week or so. For those who don't know, I've been on a healing journey. And I am working with a functional practitioner.
Update time.
So I'm working with a functional practitioner who did some extensive testing on me. And most of these tests are tests that your physician, your Western medicine doctor, is not going to perform on you. So I have been feeling horrible for months. Just low energy, fatigued, stomach hurting, all of these things. And I've been working with a functional practitioner since literally December 30th is when the process started, and there were things that I needed to do. So the testing was completed and the results were back, and I received the results last week. And boy, were they shocking. I don't know. What should I start with first?
Well,
There's so much.
do you want to share the type of tests you had to do?
Okay, yes. So the first test I had was a Dutch test. The Dutch test is a form of test that it's basically urine samples over a 24-hour period. At periodic times of the day, you pee on a collection card or some felt paper or something. You collect a sample and it sits and it dries out. And basically, you do that for 24 hours and you have to send it back. I also did a stool sample test, and that was quite interesting. So those two tests, they both came back with results. So for the hormone test, we learned that I am estrogen dominant, meaning that I have way more estrogen floating around in my body than the average woman should have, and that your GYN or your PCP might look and think that I'm having symptoms of low estrogen by way of hot flashes and interruptions in my sleep and all these things. But in actuality, I have an excess which needs to be brought back down. So that was quite telling because my night sweats and my hot flashes have been through the roof.
Yeah, it's been crazy.
And I was unable to sleep for a solid week recently as a result. So that happened. We learned that my progesterone was low. We learned that my my adrenal glands are barely producing enough adrenals to get me moving in a day.
That's an energy thing.
And that's
right?
an energy thing. My cortisol level is like a flat line. All of these things from the hormone test by way of the urine analysis over a 24-hour period. So that was the first test. And
outside of the hair, because you talked about the hair test already.
Because I did the hair test before. The hair test was in December.
Check previous episodes of Where's Run Podcast. Yeah, she talked about the hair test.
I talked about the hair test. And then the other test, which was the stool test, which I'll spare the graphics, but just it's your stool test.
Mm-hmm.
Lo and behold, I had been having a lot. I'd actually been in the ER. We didn't talk about that with anyone. We didn't share. I was in the ER for a day.
Your stomach shut down.
My stomach shut down for a day. Or it had shut down.
Yeah.
And at this point I was scared, and so we talked about it and I went to the ER. In that time, they checked for my gallbladder, they did ultrasounds, they took blood, they did all of these things, and nobody could find anything at the ER. With my primary care physician being in on the loop, the gastroenterologist on hand, all these people send all the results, all these things. I did an H. pylori test, and if you don't know what that is, an H. pylori test is a test to test for bacteria or a parasite infection in your intestines. So you blow into these vacuum sealed bags, and I guess the gas that you would give off from your intestines would come up through your throat, and it could be detected in that bag. Everything tested negative, and I was fine. I began my process with the functional practitioner probably 2 weeks later, and she ordered the stool test, which I just got the results from, and it turns out that your girl has E. coli.
Whoa.
E. coli that the ER did not find. E. coli that my primary care physician did not find. That I've been walking around with E. coli since December of 2022.
At least. Because we're suspecting that you may have picked that up from Costa Rica when we were out there.
I may have picked it up from Costa Rica. We're not really sure, but I had E. coli, and that's what's been causing the abdominal pain, the swelling, the shutdown of my stomach, which means that nothing was moving. I had no appetite. I was not getting hungry. I was not anything.
Nothing, one way or the
other. I wasn't even eating for a good...
That was crazy.
It was crazy. It was like I wasn't even eating. So we now know that, and we are now treating that.
But there's like strands of E. coli, is that?
Yeah, there's different strands of E. coli, and the strand that I have causes the vomiting, the nausea, the diarrhea, the fatigue, all the things that the bloating, all the things that I have been experiencing is what was determined from the stool test. I also confirmed for having leaky gut, and I also confirmed for having a gluten
super
gluten sensitivity. While I don't have Crohn's disease and I don't have celiac, because I have been tested for both of them, I do still have a gluten sensitivity, and I should not be consuming gluten.
Yeah, that's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. So I appreciate you sharing that. It's a lot.
It's a lot, it's a lot that I don't talk about. Shout out to my girlfriends who do listen, and I talk to them about it. It's a lot to deal with when you're feeling like shit for months on end.
Yeah.
It's broken my focus on many other things. It's made me stop doing things because I just haven't felt like myself for months.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what it was. And you go to your doctor and you explain how you're feeling, and they tell you, well, your labs look fine.
Yep.
Everything is fine. You're fine.
How many people out there have experienced that? You feel like shit, and you go to the doctor, and they tell you everything checks out fine, and they just send you home.
And they send you home.
They send you home.
And that's what they did.
They sent you home.
So me finding the functional practitioner on my own on Instagram in the middle of the night, scrolling because I didn't feel good, and looking at my Hashimoto's and my hypothyroidism, autoimmune symptoms, it's been a godsend. She's totally, prescribed things for me, supplements.
Yeah.
To heal the gut, to get rid of the E. coli, which is a process. And she explained to me the gluten situation, where like one introduction of gluten can take 6 to 8 months to get out of your system.
That's crazy.
So if I'm up here having fried chicken
and
waffles, pizza, not French fries, but if I'm having all these things, it's going to take 6 to 8 months for that to get out of my system and not irritate my body, which is inflammation, swelling, all these things, and also creating the upset stomachs, the diarrheas, the constipations, the bloating, all of those things.
The flare-ups.
That I have.
Can you tell the people what gluten is in?
Gluten is in everything.
It's in every damn thing.
Like literally your lotion has gluten in it.
That's crazy.
You have to look for shout out to Shea Moisture, because they actually are a gluten-free lotion.
Shout out to Shea Moisture, y'all.
Okay.
I've been around for a long time. Yeah, I gotta get them.
I've been using them forever once I knew that they were gluten-free as a lotion. Your facial care, your lipsticks, your eyeshadows,
That's crazy.
Your makeup, your hair. There are just things that you put on your body every day where you're rubbing.
I'm learning right now. I didn't know this.
You're rubbing gluten on your body every day.
Absorbing it.
And you're absorbing it, and it's going into your bloodstream, and it's doing all these things. And you have to be really conscious about what you introduce to your body.
Like soy.
Yeah, just like soy. That you just have to be conscious, because if you have a gluten sensitivity, like I did, which showed in my stool test, I'm struggling. I'm fighting that in addition to E. coli and Hashimoto's and all this other stuff that's going on with me. So
all right. So with all that said, right, and then you had a meeting with your functional practitioner over the phone, the Zoom type of situation.
Oh no, that was my gastroenterologist.
No, I'm going back to your functional practitioner because she prescribed you a bunch of stuff.
Oh, Thursday. Yeah.
Yeah. So do you want to speak to any of those things, because it ties back into the whole Western medicine?
Oh wow. Well, there's so many things, like I can't even speak to all. So she prescribed me liquid progesterone to help my progesterone levels. She prescribed me an estrodim, which is a pill to reduce the amount of estrogen in my body. She prescribed me, based on my stool sample, you could see what types of bacteria are in my body, healthy and bad. Mm-hmm. So she prescribed me the bacteria that was lacking the most for my stool sample. So I have that. And then she prescribed me the bacteria to move the E. coli out of my body. And I got to take that for somewhat of 60 days.
Right.
So that it can help to move it out of my body.
Right.
Also, what else?
Melatonin?
Melatonin to help me sleep.
Because your melatonin levels were at like 0.
My melatonin levels were 6.
6.
And she would like them to be at 60.
60.
Yeah, they're at a 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just learning how your body processes hormones and how your estrogen moves and your progesterone moves and your testosterone and how it affects your adrenals and how your pituitary gland processes all these things in your body. If one thing is off, it's going to throw it off. But for me, I have like 4 things that are so out of whack and so down to, practically 0. That it's gonna take some work. It's gonna take some time.
We're here for it.
Yeah, it's a marathon. It is not a sprint.
Yeah, man.
But changes have to be made.
Yeah, and it's just something. Like I've been a witness to this. I've been here for the whole ride, right?
I appreciate
for this portion of the ride. I mean, you knew about a lot of the stuff before, but this portion of it, I've been here, and it's just crazy to see your functional practitioner really dive deeper than this Western medicine culture dives. And
so do you want to talk about the gastroenterologist yesterday?
We're going to get to that in a couple of seconds.
Okay.
Because, you know what I'm saying? Let's get to that because because you got your results here, and then you had another doctor's appointment with this. What is it called again?
Gastroenterologist.
Right, and they had some interesting perspective on some of your results and prescriptions, I guess, from your functional practitioner.
So basically, let's rewind back to me being in the ER. They said it was really important for me to be seen by gastroenterology. They didn't have an appointment available for me until February. At first, it was April, and I had to keep calling back for them to move me up sooner, because if someone's stomach stops working, how do you just push them back to February from December and think that they're just supposed to function? Oh, because they prescribed me some drugs that they wanted me to take, and they told me to just take this and keep it moving. As a result of what happened in December with the ER, I had to be seen by the gastroenterology team. They wanted to go in. They said I was overdue for a colorectal screening. They were really concerned and all this stuff, but they prescribed me some medicine and sent me on my way and told me to take it. And that was it. And they were like, and when I called for an appointment after my ER, they were like, oh, we can't see you until March or April. And I was like, but I just got out the ER. And they said, I really need to be seen. And they were like, well, you can call back later and see if we have any cancellations. We'll put you on a wait list. I'm like, word? So I called back again because you know me, I'm pissed off.
Yep.
I'm pissed.
You don't hide it.
I don't hide it. I get on the phone and I got an attitude. So they gave me an appointment for February for yesterday, and the gastroenterologist, who was really a cool dude. He was cool.
By the time you got to him.
Yeah, by the time I got to him, because they had me wait on the phone for 30 minutes. Don't get me started on this telehealth thing. Mm-hmm. So he and I are talking.
She was giving it to them. I was sitting in the
giving it to the nurse.
I was sitting in our little studio space, and I heard her on the phone. I was like, "Ooh, these people have no clue."
I was hot. You got me on here, and I'm waiting. You tell me to log in at 12:45, and then now you want to tell me, oh, your appointment's really at 1:00, and I'm talking to you now. But why you have me log in at 12:45? You got me sitting here waiting.
A virtual waiting room?
A virtual waiting room for 15 minutes. For what? And then you're going to ask me the questions to everything I already filled out? Lord Jesus, help me.
Come back.
So back to the gastroenterologist. He's really cool. He's a woke dude. You know, all those good things. He's from New York. He's from Manhattan. And he lived in Westbury or whatever.
I was listening. I was like, yo, let me make sure this dude don't get too slick with the tongue.
Yeah, because he did say he wanted to invite me over to his cellar.
Oh, see,
his
look,
wine
I didn't hear that
cellar.
part. See,
You
I
didn't
was,
hear wine
I was
cellar
I had a
part?
meeting and
I told him
I missed that part.
I told him I was his son, and he wanted to invite me over to his cellar. He's got some old Sauternes in his basement from 1970.
Listen, man, don't make me have to see you. So.
So we talked, and he asked me about my history, and he wanted to know what happened in the ER, and he wanted to know how I was feeling, and I explained what happened. And he said, well, have there been any other developments? And I said, yes.
You was waiting for that moment, weren't you?
Oh, I was waiting like, yes.
You were waiting for that moment.
And so I said, yes, I've seen an outside functional practitioner. We did a stool test, and I tested positive for E. coli. He's like, what? Mm-hmm. And I said, he said, well, didn't we do a H. pylori on you to ER? I said, yep. You did. You got the results right in front of you. He's looking at them. And he's like, so you went to somebody else and they said you had E. coli? Yes.
Yeah, Slim.
He's like, so, okay, hold on. I need to type this in your chart right now. And it's not going to show up because you went to an outside specialist.
Yeah, nigga.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And he's asking, so just like, so, okay, so what do you prescribed for it? And I said, she has me on, and I read the name of the supplement, the pill that I'm taking for it or whatever. And he's like, Trina, I'm concerned. You should be on antibiotics for this. You have E. coli. And I said, well, she didn't say that. Mm-hmm. And he's like, hold on a second. So he's going over and he's Googling. He's
typing.
He's typing.
He on WebMD?
And he asked me, he said, what is the type of E. coli that you have?
I heard you tell him.
And I said, hold on, let me go pull it up. I'll pull up the report and I'll read you her report that she sent to me. And he said, okay. And I read it. I was like, it was E. coli number 157, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, okay. And he's like, oh, yeah. You don't need an antibiotic for that strain of E. coli.
You see just that this frame that one piece. Mm-hmm. Because if you went to the doctor and they discovered it, they would have gave you antibiotics.
Right.
And you didn't need antibiotics.
No, I needed another bacteria to get that bacteria out of my system. Yeah.
They just want to pump us with drugs, man.
Because that's how they make money.
That's how they make money.
Yeah.
Go ahead, man.
Big pharma.
Jesus Christ.
After we finished that whole thing, he was just like, okay, well, I'm not going to do an endo because I guess there's like an endoscopy and a colonoscopy. Like it goes higher up into the stomach. He was like, I'm not going to go higher up. I'm just going to do the normal colonoscopy. He told me what it's about, what to expect, and all this stuff. And the nurse is supposed to call me to give me my date and time for the next available colonoscopy. She ain't called me yet, but they sent my prescription over, so I got to go across the street and go pick up the stuff.
For what?
For a colonoscopy.
For the shit that I had to go through.
Yeah, for what you had to go through. So I'm gonna give you a date so you can drive Miss Daisy.
Drive you to the damn doctor.
So you can drive Miss Daisy
help
over
you stumble out.
Good drugs, all that, all the above.
You about to get that good, yo.
And that's what he said. Drugs are really good.
They about to put you under.
He said they told me to count to something, turn over, and then I woke up and asked, so when is it? And they were done. And I was like, okay.
My doctor said hi, and then the next thing I know is like, all right, Mr. McKnight, you're done. Yeah. Oh, whoa. Yeah. Put that in a bottle, please. Thank you.
Yeah. So
okay, let me know, baby.
That's where we are. So I'll let you know. The nurse didn't call me today like she was supposed to, so I probably got to call them.
You got a lot of attitude in that just now.
Listen, because I'm so tired. I mean, the frustration of not only, feeling like you're not being properly cared for. Like I pay into this. You know, my employer provides a payment for this service, and then I pay my employee portion to this healthcare situation. And to not get the service and have to go and pay out of pocket to a functional practitioner who, quote unquote, isn't covered under medical insurance,
right? To
get to the root cause of what's really wrong with me. That shit ain't cool.
They look at her like she's a witch doctor or something.
They do.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And lo and behold, Erykah Badu actually has the answers.
Exactly. So here we are.
And here we are. So, it's gonna be a journey.
It is.
This whole functional practitioner thing is a 6-month thing, right?
Shout out to Angela Brown.
Shout out to Angela Brown. Yeah.
Angela
I haven't
Brown.
talked to you myself, but I appreciate you straight up.
I appreciate you, Angela. Thank you so much for all that you've done. And every time I got to message you because they didn't denied my claim.
Right. Yeah.
Thank you so much for and the way that she educates, the way that she breaks it down in basic human fifth grader language so that you understand what's going on in your body.
I sit in the background while you're on your follow-up calls with her, and I always tell you afterwards, I'm like, yo, I appreciate the way she delivers information to you.
Yes.
Because she will deliver a bunch of information that could make you sad or depressed or whatever it is. But she's like, no, this is, we have solutions for this.
We can fix this.
We can fix this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Her positive reinforcement is fantastic. And I don't mind, giving her praise on this podcast. Like, and listen, man, you have some kind of condition or stuff going on with yourself and you're not getting the answers that you need, or you're still feeling like crap no matter how many times you go to the doctor, to the hospital, so on and so forth. Mm-hmm. You might want to look outside of that infrastructure,
right,
for assistance and answers, because I'm witnessing firsthand. It's happening right here, and I've seen you get better in areas already.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's a great short-term victories there, you know what I'm saying? And even though it's a long road ahead.
Yeah.
I'm going to be here though. I'm here for it.
And she accepts flexible spend HSA accounts, so you can pay that way, but it's been something. It is a cost. It is an out-of-pocket cost. It's not covered by your health plan. But it is worth it to get to the root of what the hell is wrong with you, because I've found out that I have too much calcium in my body. I found out that I've got this estrogen dominance thing going on. My adrenals are shot. All the things that the other doctors were not testing for. Nope. Now, I could take all this shit to my doctor and tell my doctor and be like, yeah, here's what's really wrong with me. When were you ever going to find this shit out?
Right.
But it's just like,
it's not even worth it.
When I go back, I will take the information because I feel like I gotta just push it in her face.
Once you feel better.
Yeah, once I feel better.
I'm saying it's not worth it as far as looking to them for answers.
Right, no, I'm not looking to them for answers.
It is what it is.
Once we get this in remission and I'm back to my old self and I'm feeling great and the inflammation is down and I'm back to my old fighting weight and all that good stuff,
Old fighting weight.
I'm gonna be swinging from the chandeliers.
We didn't even. Hey, whoa! Wait a minute. I was just about to say something else, but I'm gonna be. Those little comments gonna be slipping by the kid. I'm listening. I'm paying attention. I'm very attentive.
Yes, you are.
We gave your E. coli did we give him a voice yet? He had a whole personality. Though.
The E. coli is pop locking in my stomach every night, okay? And we be laughing about it because I take the pill and he be like, yo, that E. coli is moving.
E. coli got his own podcast and everything in your stomach.
Shit.
We gonna get him though.
Yeah, we are.
When you took that pill the other night,
the first night,
they was in there fighting.
We was like, whoa, wait a minute. We trying to stay. You trying to leave? I don't want to leave, but I gotta go right now.
Word, yo.
Oh my God.
Health is wealth, y'all. Listen, health is wealth, y'all.
For sure.
I'm gonna make a whole short clip of that. What's your doctor, your functional practitioner name?
Angela Brown.
Angela Brown. I'm gonna make a whole short clip, yo.
Yes.
Put that out here. I'm gonna tag you. Shout out to you, man.
She's so attentive. She
Appreciate
checks in with me every Friday, every Monday. And in between, with anything that I need, she is there for me and checking to see how I'm doing.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we chat, we text.
Yeah.
I got the app, the Better app, and we're texting back and forth. And I'm telling her how it's going, or if I'm having a really bad week, like how last week was. Because last week was rough.
You just came up with a whole new topic. We're going to do that for another show.
Okay.
Your network. If you think about your network, this the network of people you've built around you to get yourself to a certain point.
Wow.
And that's another thing they talk about when it comes to being a creative. And I'm going to stop in a second because we're going to do this on another episode.
Okay.
But getting a network of people that can do the things that you might not be that great at,
yes,
or you might need assistance with to get you to the next level.
Absolutely.
So I'm seeing a parallel between your health and just being a creative.
Yeah.
So we're gonna talk about that. It just hit me just now because between your functional practitioner and your therapist.
I'm a therapist.
Right? You think about shout out to Desiree, y'all.
Shout out to Desiree. Yes.
We showing love today, y'all. We showing love.
She is not open for new clients. Do not ask me. Okay, she is booked.
Yeah.
Everybody be asking me, is your therapist open? Is your therapist open?
Oh, man.
She is booked, y'all. She tells me when I can tell y'all that she's available to receive new clients.
Hilarious, yo. You've been talking so much, you haven't been able to drink your cocktail.
Your drink is like
my
gold,
cocktail
baby.
is low right now. Go ahead. Go ahead, take a little sip of your cocktail. But we want to talk about this little thing I thought we can talk about.
Okay.
The importance of dating your spouse.
Baby, you date me so much.
I be dating you hard as a motherfucker, don't I? I date you
hell.
hard, yo.
Like, I just be wanting to pop, lock it, drop it. Because you be like, okay, so we got dinner reservations. He just sends me like, okay, so next week on such and such, we got reservations. Okay, the week after next, we going to such and such. Listen, in December, he was like, we're going to see Eric Roberson for Valentine's Day. I was like,
oh, yeah, that's true.
Shout out to Eric Pimpin'.
Shout out to Eric Roberson, yo.
Wait a minute, Pimpin'. My husband. Yeah, my husband.
I didn't do this for praise. I didn't do this for praise.
You date me hard, and I love it because I know that this is what is needed for our relationship to flourish and for us to still be sexy for each other and for us to still lust after each other and all of those things. It's great. It's healthy for the relationship, or else we just gonna be sitting on the couch watching Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah, which is cool. You know what I'm saying? But not every day, not all the time.
No, I appreciate that.
You got to keep things interesting and fun.
You got to date your spouse. Fellas, date her. She might have on the kinkiest drawers up underneath her outfit when y'all go out on that date. Date her. She's prepping. Okay, she is ready. She's going to put on a cute outfit. She's going to have on something underneath. Hair done, nails done, everything. Everything did. Like, date her. Surprise her. Send her a little, FYI. We have a date on such and such a date and time.
Surprise her.
It makes such a difference.
Yeah, it's an important thing, I think.
It moistens things.
She's so nasty, y'all. I feel like I'm repeating myself every episode by talking about how nasty my wife is.
I'm not nasty. I am.
Baby, you nasty, baby.
Sexually aware.
I love it.
I'm sexually
aware. This is not a derogatory statement.
No, it's not. No, I'm not. I don't take it as a nasty.
You nasty.
You nasty girl. You nasty. You nasty girl. You nasty.
Stop
you
it.
Nasty girl.
See how quickly she just fell right into that. Your brunch crew is jumping up. Your brunch crew look like they just turned on some Future at brunch.
Do not get me going. You got me up here singing.
Oh man, yo, so yeah, it's important, man. Dating, yo, it's fun though.
It's fun to get dressed. It's fun to just go somewhere. We ain't never had the food here before. We ain't never had these cocktails. We're all just like
you stay home, and we love being home. Let's be clear.
And we cook good at home.
We cook good. We chill. We enjoy each other's company. But you can be home and convince yourself that it is almost life threatening for you to actually go out.
Well, hold on. There was COVID.
No, forget about COVID. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, COVID was actually life threatening to the best of our knowledge.
Yes, it was.
Where's Fauci at? Yo, let's see Fauci in a while.
Where's Fauci?
Where's out yet.
Did he retire?
I don't think so.
He was retiring soon.
I think he don't he live in like Forest Hills or something. I don't know.
He live around here somewhere. He might be in Alexandria walking around.
I thought you looked like an Arlington kind of dude,
Yeah,
though.
walking around.
Probably in Arlington.
Tupelo.
You know, that's right. Shout out to Tupelo honey cat. Tupelo cat. What was it? Tupelo honey?
Tupelo honey.
Oh man, that's good. Let's talk about food. You know, and you convince yourself that if I leave the house, I can't leave that. It's too late. I can't do this. I can't go out because I have to go to work tomorrow. I have to work tomorrow. I have things to do. And just step out of that.
Yeah.
Just snap that. Just make the reservation or make the plan and do it.
Especially
and have a good time.
If y'all are teleworking, okay?
Especially. You
Let me tell you about this house here. Because this week, I haven't left the house.
You've been all over in this joint, man.
I've been all over in this joint. Ooh.
I haven't been able to do the things that I do when you're not around.
And what are those things, baby?
Nothing really. Nothing.
Wait a minute.
You know what I haven't done? And we talked about this last pot a little bit. But I haven't. Remember I used to do what is it called? I called it lobby surfing. I used to go down there with my TV, sit in the lobby for a little while.
Yeah, you would text me.
And text you.
Yep,
when you're right next to me now.
Yeah. But let me tell y'all what we haven't done. I've been here and we ain't been on the rooftop since I moved in.
It's been cold.
Yeah, it has been cold.
It's been cold,
so we haven't moved on. But yes, but dating is important. I think it keeps the spice. It keeps the adrenaline going in the relationship. It keeps the je ne sais quoi going.
You took French? You took French in high school, right?
Oui,
okay, that's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Miss Farrell. I don't remember no French, but she passed me. I'm going to continue to shout out Miss Farrell for passing me in French in high school on this podcast.
And when I say stuff to him, he be looking at me like I'm crazy.
Yep. And then I forgot where the hell I was about to go. I said
it adds a little je ne sais quoi. It adds a little je ne sais quoi and a little spice to the relationship.
Yeah, it really does.
Man. It really does. And like I was saying, if you're teleworking and y'all home all week, it just takes one reservation. You be like, hey, we have
spice things up a little bit.
7:00 on Thursday. Get yourself together. We leaving the house.
Yeah, man.
We lift sometimes.
Yeah, we do. We do that.
So that we can drink freely and not worry about anybody having to drive home.
Yep.
And then we might not remember where the car is.
You never know.
You never know.
So speaking of home, recently we got a dining room table.
Oh my gosh.
And chairs.
Oh my gosh.
Counter height.
Hey.
And stools delivered to the house.
Yeah.
And it makes all the difference.
We've had 2 nights of dinner at the table.
Dinner at the table. So tell the people how we would eat dinner prior to the table.
So prior to the table, we would eat dinner on the Performance Velvet couch.
Gosh, I didn't think he was going to say that. Yeah, it is Performance Velvet. That's hilarious.
We would sit
on
the Performance Velvet couch,
Lord.
And we would eat dinner and watch TV.
We had a coffee table.
With the coffee table, we put placemats down on the coffee table because the area where the table was going to be just wasn't there.
It was open area.
It was open area. And then the table arrived.
The table arrived, and the chairs, and the stools, as they call them. And
they're bar stools.
Yeah, they're bar stools, 36-inch height table. And it's a beautiful table. It's way nicer than I thought it was going to be, even though I liked it just looking at it online. But the topic, we don't want to bore you guys with this stuff. The topic, right, what it made me think of, because last night, Trina cooked dinner. She made Indian thighs, right? Indian thighs, chicken thighs, and that was cauliflower rice.
Garlic and herb.
Garlic and herb, it was delicious. She made dinner. And we had wine, and we're sitting there. We finished dinner, and Trina says, "Do you want to go sit down and watch something?" And I said, "Nah, let's just sit here. I'm facing you, you're facing me."
He was looking sexy too.
We're sipping red wine. We're having a good time. The music was on.
15.4%, y'all.
But yeah, it was. It was heavy, heavy in the paint, baby. Ooh. And it was just like, so it made me think about the significance of furniture and art in a relationship, how a piece of furniture or art can change the dynamic or the energy in a room.
Absolutely. I feel like we need to put a centerpiece on the table, first of all, where we eat.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
We got to put something there. But when we eat and stuff, we don't want something that's going to block our view of each other because we sit right across from each other at the table.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I mean, it's just it's a great thing. And I realize like we haven't put pictures on the walls because we've been trying to just get moved in, get furniture, get rid of boxes. We talking about books. He told me I need to get rid of my books, and I'm just trying to look for my smoothie book, and he's telling me
I've been digging out boxes.
I've been pulling out boxes with your books, and you still ain't got your smoothie book. You got to get rid of your books. So it's just, I think that art on the walls warms the space. I'm a fan of wallpaper, warms the space.
Right.
All those things.
It fills the room a little bit.
Statues, figurines, all those types of things, they fill the space just like candles. All of those things, they fill the space. So with the table now being there, it's like a whole nother section. We got like a whole nother area to sit, and we're like full on grown adults.
Yeah, right. We're gonna get to that in a couple of seconds.
Yeah, we're like full grown adults now.
I'm gonna call somebody real quick who might have something to say about this.
Lord.
I'm calling. Let's see if the homie's available. Real
Okay.
Quick. Let me see what's good here.
Oh, my favorite.
Your guy.
Is he gonna answer?
I hope so. He might be finding a space to be able to talk.
Say it again.
Yo, James.
Hey.
Yes.
Yo, you there, brother? You there? All right. This is my man James from the Tuna Fork podcast.
Hey.
We are live on the Where's Brunch podcast recording. How you doing, brother?
Oh man, I'm great. What's poppin'?
So listen, we just had a conversation. We're having a conversation right now, and we're talking about the significance of furniture and art in a relationship. And let me give you the premise here, right? So yesterday we received a dining room table and chairs and all that good stuff. So we set up, we had dinner, we had wine, and while we would usually be sitting on the couch eating dinner, watching something, we had the playlist going.
Yeah.
We're sitting at the table. She's sitting across from me instead of next to me. We're looking at each other. And she's like, you want to go sit down and watch something? I'm like, nah, let's just stay here. And we vibed out. Yes. And it made for a great evening. Yes. So you being a fellow unofficial interior designer.
Unofficial.
Right? Such as myself. Do you have any insight into how a piece of furniture can change the dynamic of a room and even into even have an effect on a relationship itself?
Bro, when you called the right guy. Tone the fork is like that. Man, it's such an interesting conversation to have, because it's actually an approach I take just in general to what pieces go where, what they look like, how I feel, not only when I see it there, but when I sit there, adding other people and all of that. But I feel like all of these pieces, to me, furniture is another form of art, similar to what a painting is. Mm-hmm. And so all of it is art. It originated from someone's mind. They put their heart and soul and love into it. So to a degree, it's an extension of who they are and blah, 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 all that stuff. So I think that once we take those energies and and implement that kind of stuff into our environment, that, we then get to use that energy for different purposes. And it can change the energy and the tone, add colors, all that kind of stuff, man, really changed the dynamic of stuff.
Absolutely.
But I think it happens for a lot of people. It just depends on how in tune you are to that kind of thing.
That's it. And I love that. The idea that it's art.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I agree. Like I would say the same thing to people about like bartenders about making cocktails. Like it's art at the end of the day. So that's a really important point right there. We got the right guy on the call right now, yo.
Well, yes, he's not only.
Go ahead, James.
No, you go. I'm sorry. What were you saying, Trina?
I was saying not only is he the resident interior designer, he's also the officiant of our nuptials. So we must.
True. I'm just waiting to go on the show to talk about it.
Yeah.
Listen, I am multifaceted. I can go wide, but very shallow.
My guy, yo. That's fantastic, man. Yo, that's great perspective though, man. I knew, you would have some perspective on that whole furniture art piece. Because it really, I just noticed that last night with us and again tonight, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, yeah, TV.
We have a whole nother space now.
We have a whole other space.
Yeah, it's great.
We have a whole other way to enjoy each other.
Yes.
And I don't know if you noticed this, but every time I go to someone's house, bro, I'm always walking around.
Yeah, you do.
So I don't know if you noticed, like when I was there. And what I'm really trying to do is to connect with the vibe.
Yeah.
And trying to see what the people who occupy that space and who've chosen to design it, what are they trying to go for? And then try to find things that are interesting to, ask probing questions to try to get more of an idea. Why'd you choose that piece? Why did you put that there? And those kinds of things. So, when I came over to your house, I was low-key doing that. And I'm saying all that to say, it felt really good, the space, and having those lights. And,
thank you.
And I'm sorry, not lights, but the windows and even some of the things that reflect off the windows when they're up. It's almost like having almost like the art kind of being a backdrop to all the other stuff. So,
appreciate that, brother.
Yeah, man, you guys are doing something nice over there. I like the vibe.
Appreciate it, homie. Motherfucking James. Tune the fork, baby.
We got to have you back over now that we have a proper table.
Yeah. Sit down, bite to eat or something.
Yeah, because those milk crates y'all had a song the other day.
Yo, man, I'm about to cut this call off, son. Well, hold up, man. Hold up. Yo, appreciate you, homie.
My bad. All right, brother.
We'll wrap soon, yo.
Trina.
Peace,
All
yo.
right.
That's the homie right there.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? At Tune the Fork.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? On Instagram, YouTube. You know what I'm saying? That's my favorite podcast.
Or you can book him for your own nuptials. He's gonna kill me for that because he said it was one and done. But I'm telling you, he's missing out on a business opportunity right there.
He
marrying
married us,
people.
Man. He married us, man.
Marrying people is a thing for him, for sure.
Never thought that I would meet a person later in life that I would include. You know what I'm saying? That will hold dear. And that's a person that I love me
some James. James is all right.
You didn't like him at first. You was like, not that you didn't like him. You're a little skeptical. You're a little light skinned. He had the light eyes.
With them green eyes, you can't really trust them. But I love him to death.
That's my guy, man. You know what I'm saying? I knew he's gonna ask something. But he's right though. Like it's vibe, it's energy.
And it is art. Furniture is a piece of art.
Yes, it is.
That performance velvet, that is art.
Sofas. We might have to shoot from that. We might have to
do one episode from the performance velvet.
We had to shoot from that. I just had to learn how to shoot into the light.
Yeah, or maybe
how to place my lights with the we can't have the blinds on. The windows are ill.
Well, I mean, I don't know how the reflections are gonna look.
I'm the key grip guy. Let me figure this out.
I'm gonna stay in my lane and just be the talent.
Or I'll just bring somebody in to do it.
I'll just be the talent
to figure things out.
I'll just be the cute talent that show up.
Yo,
yes.
You mentioned us being adults.
Yeah.
And you mentioned that earlier, and I said, "Hold up, stop it. Let's save this for the pod." You said, and this is based around the table.
This is the table. No, it's not just the table. It is the couch from West Elm.
Yo,
it is the table from, what was it? Where did we get the table from?
It don't matter, yo. It don't
Jocelyn,
matter.
Maine.
It don't matter. Yeah.
It is the almost solid wood dining table from Wayfair and the chairs. We're not gonna talk about the bed because you want to change all of that out in the bedroom.
The bedroom is trash.
Anyway. Well, we
picked it. Right I just hate it. But go ahead.
So I was just saying, like, we're like real full-fledged adults here, like buying expensive ass non-IKEA furniture. Not that there's anything wrong with IKEA, but
IKEA has its place.
Yes, there is some solid wood, heavy ass furniture in my living room right now and dining area, and we're just like, it's just a different state for us. Like for me, you kept me very involved in the furniture, just, choices, and you asked me what I thought.
I'm a design guy.
Listen, his brain is doing this 95% of the time when he's not talking to me, and I'm over in there working, and he's in here. He's on two laptops. He's on one laptop. He's on another laptop, and he's on his phone, and he's looking at between textiles of rugs, sheets, comforters.
The plant stands are coming in a couple days.
Oh Lord, there's more plants. There's more plant stands coming. Artwork, all these things. He's doing all of this in here. I don't do nothing. I just be like, yeah, okay, send it to me. All right, I'm gonna look at it and say, okay, yeah, yay or nay. But his brain is doing all of this stuff. I'm
good at this.
Me, I'm looking at wine glasses, plates.
You get too far. Let's go back. Let's rewind.
So yeah.
The whole adult thing. So your explanation of what you meant by that completely nullifies the whole joke and the point that I was going to get to. Because when you said it, we were pouring wine and drinking wine, right? So it's like we're adults. So I'm like, you have a friend who just accepted a director position. Yes,
at HUD.
I have I didn't know if you want to shout that out or not. That's cool.
She left the White House now. She posted on Facebook. It's good.
Yeah, I might have to cut this out.
No, it's okay.
But
it's okay.
You have a friend that has accepted a director position. I have a friend that has accepted a director position, and I'm like, they're being adults.
We're doing other shit.
We over here sipping wine, having mimosas.
Facts. All other kind of shit.
Saturday morning mimosas. Like our mimosa situation at home is crazy.
Oh my God. If you ever came over here to have brunch with us, you might not leave until Saturday night. Yeah. Because you need a nap.
You're going to leave before Saturday night because I'm going to kick you out. But yes, I get what you're saying. And we have it, we're having fun. But that is the other side of being an adult. That is the new age adult. The adult that we thought about when we looked at our parents.
Right.
It was all serious. It was no fun and games.
Yeah,
it was all like,
my adult vision is fun.
We're having a good time. Yeah. We're enjoying life, yo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And nothing against being a director. I'm proud of my friends.
Absolutely.
I'm sure you're proud of yours.
Same.
And vice versa. That's great and whatnot. But there's an other side of being an adult in this day and age. And our kids, especially your girls, they can't handle it.
They be hating.
They know. They're like, you having too much fun.
They're never going to make it to this long into the podcast. My kids be hating. They be like, you in the streets. You in the streets too much.
Yo,
you out. What are you doing? What do you mean you're at brunch again? You're at brunch like every weekend.
Yo, man.
Like, oh my gosh, you didn't do this when we were home.
Yo. Can we officially talk bad about our family about 40 minutes into the pod, 45 minutes into the pod?
They not listening. They don't listen this far. They don't listen this far, and they listen for the first 5 minutes and they gone.
Do they?
Some of them. If they couple of them. They don't listen.
Yo, man.
Please.
This is fantastic, yo.
Please. My kids are not listening to this. They ain't even gonna hear none of this. They not even gonna know what we talk about.
Shout out to them.
I love them and I'm proud of my girls, but they ain't listening.
If y'all listening, let's say, can I say their names?
Yes.
Jordan, Kennedy, and Taj. If you are listening to this podcast at this moment,
we will send you $50.
Without someone, whoa, relax. That's $150 right there. If all three of them come through, that is not the deal.
$50. Okay.
I owe you a Starbucks trip when you come to visit.
A Starbucks trip.
No, when you come to visit, I owe you a Starbucks trip.
Oh,
all right,
downstairs.
A Starbucks trip. Mm-hmm. If you are listening to this at this point in the podcast without being
told, we ain't saying
to
nothing
listen
about it, and don't nobody tag them and tell them.
We will find out.
We will know.
Yo, man, I appreciate you.
I love you.
Love you too, man. It's a good time, man.
Did we hit all the topics?
We hit enough topics.
Did we miss anything?
We did not miss anything.
We didn't miss anything?
It was something we did. It's stuff we did not discuss.
Oh nah. What's my name? Oh nah. What's my name? What's my name? What's my name? No.
Keep going, yo. People like when you sing and dance on the show. We're getting comments. We're getting DMs. People like when she dances and sings on the show.
Listen, I'm just doing what feels natural to me while we're on the podcast.
Yes.
Like, I don't know if we make it to like big time and they tell me, oh, you can't sing and dance anymore on the show, I'll be like, word.
We are big time.
We are big time.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I just gave Rihanna a shout.
Shout out to Rihanna, yo.
Shout out to Rihanna.
Yeah.
$1 billion chicks doing it.
Shout out to you.
Thank you, baby. Shout out to you.
Shout out to Where's Brunch podcast. You want to tell people what to do?
Ladies and gentlemen, please feel free to like, comment, and share. And subscribe. Should you feel the desire, please tag your friends and tell them to listen to our fantastic podcast.
Yes.
As we love to do this.
We appreciate the support, yo. We just hit 100 subscribers on YouTube.
100.
You know what I'm saying?
100. I got 100. We got
thing.
100.
You know what I mean?
We got 100.
Is that a song?
It is.
Jesus Christ.
Toby from the SWAT. Toby Ngwe.
All right. Oh, that's my guy, though.
Yeah, he got a dope song. When they hit 100K, they did a hundo.
All right, we ain't got 100K. We got 100. Dread.
Got 100.
Yo, man. Y'all be good out there, man.
Thank you guys for listening and following and share and tag a friend and comment your favorite parts of today's podcast. Thank you so much.
I'm doing pretty good as far as geniuses go.